Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Monday, August 20th, 2018. This video probably will not be going up until September as well. But what we're doing right now is we're getting the pickles ready to do canning. We're going to make some dill pickles. Okay. So what we're doing is I got a bucket of cold water. We are taking the cucumbers and getting them ready. And so basically what we did is just cut the ends off, wash the cucumbers first, and now we're split them in half and then just cut them again. Then they're basically, these ones that are bigger are getting cut in quarters. They got to soak in the cold water for an hour to an hour and a half. So this is going to be like a 2 or 3 part video. So I'm just going to kind of showing you what we're doing here first. So right now basically we wash the cucumbers first, cut both of the ends off, the tips, and just cutting them in half. And then like I said, with these pickles that are bigger, cut them in half and then just cutting them in quarters and putting them into the cold water, as you can see here. So I was actually out yesterday and I picked, I think, 5 more squash as well. So I'm going to be doing I'm going to do a bunch of canning videos, and I'm probably going to end up throwing them all up together, you know, like over a course of a week to 10 days. So we just cut them in half and cut them in quarters. So after we get this part of it done, what we'll end up doing is I will go walk you guys through the next step once we get to that point. But this is it's a process making pickles. Now if you're making a sweet pickle, which what's it called, Margie?
Bread and butter.
Bread and butter pickle. If you're making that one, it's a totally different process than making the dill pickles. But we're going to walk you through everything. But I wanted to do this first video and just kind of show you the first set of this preparation. So, like I said, basically we're washing these guys, cleaning them off really good, cutting the ends off, cutting them in half, and anybody that's watched my videos from last year when Margie came out and we were canning last year, we did the applesauce. So those of you that have been around for that long will recognize her and remember her. So Margie, turn around to the camera and say hello.
Hello.
And but this is, you know, I could do this by myself, but it's so much nicer to have somebody here with you doing it together and just working together. It makes things go better. It makes things go nicer, and you have somebody to talk to also while you're doing it. And like I said, this part here is just the boring part. It's just a matter of this part has to be done, and a lot of these pickles are huge. So I know this isn't real super exciting, but like I said, the ultimate thing is, you know, working on getting things squared away and utilizing the bounty of the garden. And we've had a great bounty this year, really, really good bounty. So, like I said, I wanted to take advantage of that. And like I said, just share it with you guys and showing you how we're doing everything. I probably should put those in quarters. But what do you think we did here? Maybe 30 of the cucumbers, Margie?
I think so.
Yeah, and there's still more out there to do, but we're gonna work on this first and see what we can do. This is going to be quite a bit of work in itself. So I'm going to show you this here in the bucket in a second and everything as well. I basically filled the bucket like halfway with water. And if I have to, I'll probably have to add a little bit more here as we finish up with these. What do you got? One left over here?
That's it. I'm going to get to that one.
Okay. And it's not, this is not any kind of, you know, it's not all nice and tidy and clean when you do this. You just have to kind of get it done. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna add a little bit. I'll add a little bit more water on that. So anyway, so here's what we have. We have the bucket here. And like I said, I'll add a little bit more water into this. But so it's a bucket of cold water. You cut your cucumbers up. You put those in there, and they need to sit for an hour to 2 hours. So while we're doing that, we're actually going to be going over to the Amish store and grabbing some more spices. So, but I wanted to show you this first part of this as we're doing this. And so we're going to leave now. After I turn the camera off, we're going to go over. We got to get a couple things we have to pick up. And we're going to go over it step by step as we do this so you guys understand exactly the best way to do this and how it's done. It's actually pretty easy and anybody could do it. It's just a matter of learning the skills, knowing what spices to add and how to do it. So that's where we're at right now. And but this is step one. So we're going to go ahead and turn the camera off and we'll come back and do step two, you know, which you will see in sequential of this here. So sequential, I should say. Let me say that the right way. So anyway, guys, I want to just say real quick before we jump off here like I do on every video, remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And remember STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. And you're hearing puppies in the background. So, all right, I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.